Statistics indicate that Africa attracted $42 billion in foreign direct investment last year. Although there are challenges of insecurity, technological capability, and inadequate infrastructure, members of the panel believe that every continent has its challenges, and in the case of Africa, beyond the challenges are great potentials that investors can take advantage of.
Where here in Nigeria we have 3,500 direct jobs, we have 50,000 farmers working to produce 100,000 tons of sorghum, which is brought in, our local produce. So that is how our business models work in many countries today in Africa. For that you need an infrastructure. If you don't have infrastructure to bring the produce from the land, it's not going to work. But that is the journey in which we have embarked, not only in Nigeria, but all 20 countries where we operate.
President Goodluck Jonathan said, given her numerous challenges, Africa desires partnership, but the local industries must be protected.
We need assistance from within and outside Africa, not in forms of aid, but how will they add value to what we produce? So that is what is lacking in Africa. Whether it is mineral resources or the minerals or the forest produce or farm produce, how do we add value in this area of manufacturing? If you look at the revision of the GDP in Nigeria, the manufacturing sector is about 6.7%. It's low. But that is why, even though the GDP the economy is big, we've not been able to create the jobs. And until the manufacturing sector moves up to, say, 20% and above, we'll not be able to create the jobs for our people. That's why we need the partnership.
The forum, participants say, is a call to action.
We have harvested a number of ideas. We now need to put them together and turn them into actionable points. Luckily, most of what came out are some of the things we're already doing that we need to scale up. So that's encouraging to know that we're on the right track. So when you talk about industrialization, everyone today is talking about industrialization in Africa, that we must add value to our commodities. We cannot be a continent that continues to export raw materials and jobs. You will recall that the president in February launched the Industrial Revolution Plan, where we have identified 15 sectors where Nigeria can be number one in Africa and top them globally.
Africa has so much money, there is no need for us to be begging for aid, because what we are losing from the continent is 4 times more than the aid we receive every year.
In this digital age, innovation is going to drive prosperity.
We need to create jobs. We need to create this inclusivity. We need the entrepreneurship. And we need to come all together, government, private sector, civil society, and to ensure that this job is created for our youth.
One of the ways to help grow the economy is through availing credit to consumer credit to the population. But the challenge banks in Nigeria have with respect to growing this side of their business is data, to use.
And talking about securing the future, members of the panel, led by the Prime Minister of Mali, Moussa Mara, said addressing insecurity in the continent must be sectoral and inclusive. While appreciating the need for partnership to enhance prosperity, African leaders are of the opinion that a strategy must be in place for fair trade practices. From the World Economic Forum for Africa, holding here in Abuja, Bosede Adebayo, 18 News.